Start when you're ready.
All right. I am so excited I got to share this with you. I don't know if you guys remember us working on this forever and ever and ever, and we finally got done with the big book, which is 2 volumes that Tony Burfield wrote. He actually wrote it years ago, but now we have a second edition that's all updated. And we just spent the last year or more editing it. But what I want to do is show you why you need this book, which it comes in 2 volumes. Mine's tricked, you see, I have a cover on both sides. But anyway, I want to show you what's in here. And this book contains so much information, you got to kind of really know how it's laid out. So there is a whole set of A to Z oils, but in the beginning is so much information for perfumers, aromatherapists, people that buy oils, people that make oils, because here's what he covers. Perfumery raw materials. That's the very first part. It sets out the raw material types found in the aroma world, which is what we use, and to some extent in flavorings, and the processes that we use to get them. So how do we get them? He covers it all. In section 2, he goes into categories of odor assessments and describes a background odor assessment and how odor perception works, training, industrial methodology, and olfaction in general. So, and then into section 3, he goes into training for odor analyst perfumers. And this is really a little training in itself. If you ever thought you wanted to be in this field, or you are in this field and you want to hone your skills, read this section, because it includes a botanical classification scheme of the sort still used by perfumery companies with a brief guide to the chemistry of natural materials. So very critical for people in this area. And then section 4 goes into some methods of quality controlled laboratory things, again industry specific. Then we get into the main part of the book, which is the materials index, the good stuff. We have a set of monographs in alphabetical order. Again, like my practitioner manual, it is in botanical order because no one agrees on common name and botanical rules. So lavender, you would look up under lavandula. If you don't know what your species is, there is a convenient index in the back of the book so you can find it. So, and that's in section 6. So you look up the listing and then you find the section in the book, and what you're going to find is the Latin name, botanical name, description of the plant, where it's grown and how it's cultivated, the part of the plant used, the odor description and profile. And this is what Tony and his team were really good at, is describing the odor, because we don't have words for odor. We have to say it smells like this and smells like what, and all kinds of things. So they've put together the best words, and he had a whole team assess these things, as well as their dry down, how they smelled later. And so this is, took a long time to put together, but it gives us an idea of what something smells like if we don't know. So the descriptors are explained in the glossary, and a lot of chemical notes are added when they enhance the odor data. So in the back we have a glossary and abbreviations index. So just to give you a little sample, let's look at ylang, which is one of your more complicated oils. You see, you have your whole section, and then you get the breakdown of all the different kinds, because ylang comes in like 4 versions, right? You have your extra and your 1, 2. So this gives you all the details about them, what the chemistry is for each one, and how they smell. And then other products like Absolute, CO2s are also listed in here now. They weren't in the first edition. And then all of the ylangs, these are ylang China, ylang Congo, ylang Extra Comores, ylang 1, 2, 3, 4, Anjouan, Mayotte, Nosy B, complete from the Philippines. Who lists that many? So now you know what the smell difference is. So this is the value of Tony's book. And for anybody who's in doubt, you can go online and read our reviews that people like Gabriel Mojay and Marco Vellucci and a couple of other people like Lee Wong, who has every book out there and knows so much more than I do. She should be teaching. Anyway, yeah, get this book because it's the perfect companion for this. Thanks.